I can't stand politicians, you know. Democrats, Republicans, they're all the same. Go look at any of these people's net worth, right? It's in the millions, multi-millions. Pelosi, oh my gosh, man. She's making like $30 million a year. Like, holy crap. And what is she doing with that money? Like, I hate that. Like, the person that I believe is the one with a net worth of $45,000, just like the rest of America, right? $30,000, less than $30,000. If you're in that public position, that's all you should be making. You shouldn't be making more than that. And if you are, you should be giving it. I hate people that hold on to their wealth. For what? More than they need, you know? Oh, great. You worked hard for that money. Guess what? So is every dang American in this country, you know? Mostly. They work hard, too. They don't get $30 million, right? So what are you doing with it, you know? You buy your $5 million mortgage, right? You buy your $100 million mortgage. Great, you know how to invest. Awesome. And you work hard at it. Great. What do you do with all this money? You obviously don't spend it enough. I guess that employs the rest of America when you spend it. But are you spending it? No, you guys are saving it for what? You know, and people say, well, you need to get these rich people, right, that dedicate all their wealth at the end of their life, right? Oh, great pat on the back. Now we get to pat them on the back the rest of their life until they die. So that then their wealth gets to be shared. But until that point, they could blow all of it. I mean, they could just sit there and gorge themselves on their wealth by themselves while the rest of the world suffers, you know? Like, where is the good in that? How are you helping humanity? Who cares if you give it at the end of your life? You are the most selfish person there is. Like, wait till I get what I want from it, and then I'll share what I can't spend. Like, world's biggest douchebag right there. Thank you. I'm glad you have a heart to share, but only after you've had your feast, right? While millions of people in America and the world are starving. Like, how little are you? How insignificant are you because of that? How small-minded are you? I hate that we have so many small-minded rich people. I mean, I get it. You know, capitalism, I'm all for capitalism. But then at the end of the day, once you've made enough wealth to get you to your deathbed, by the way, you don't really need to get it there, you know. Once you've made enough wealth that you can't even spend, please, by all means, find a way to help those in need. More. Until maybe it hurts a little bit, you know? Like, if it doesn't hurt, then it's not worth it. Then you're not giving enough. And when it starts hurting, give more. So frustrated with people. And I have a job. I'm not looking for a handout. But if I have more than I need, guess what? I'm finding a way to give that to somebody else. There's too many people that don't have that privilege or that option or that ability to become smart enough, to get lucky enough to gain the wealth that you have. So now that you have, please, by all means, find a way. It doesn't matter what it is. Find a productive way, whatever makes you feel good about yourself with giving away that money. You know, if you're totally against giving it to somebody holding up a sign on the street, great. You're an awesome person for that. And I mean that so sarcastically. But if you're too good for that, then find a place that you can donate it to, you know. And I'm not just talking about the minimum amount where it can benefit you the most on your taxes. That's bull crap. if you're donating just the amount so that you can say, I donate this much amount every year, but really it's just to the maximum benefit on your taxes, wow, you're a real, well, guess what, you're still a douchebag. So, and I'm talking about the middle class too, that we spend so frivolously on things, you know. We could do more. We could help more. I've seen so many people that are suffering that don't have the opportunity or the ability to make more. They just don't. And I'm not just talking about drug addicts, you know. Normal people, everybody. The homeless need help. The drug addicts need help. Let's open our arms and our hearts to everybody. It's not enough. We are not doing enough in our world to help those around us. We just aren't. There's too many people suffering on the outside, especially on the inside, and nobody talks about that enough. We don't. It's not enough just to throw up a billboard. We need to actively give back, actively help those around us. Lift people up. So many people are in depression. So many people are committing suicide. So many people are getting addicted to drugs and overdosing on drugs because they want a way out. Because there's nowhere else to go. Meanwhile, you know, we've got these people that have more than they can spend. Living in luxury and positioning themselves to look all high and mighty, and especially positioning themselves to look like they're charitable. To let people know that they're charitable. In reality, they're just doing it for themselves. It's all selfish. It's one big selfish game. It's not. It's hard. You're so hard pressed to find somebody that walks the walk in this world. They're all about the talk. When it comes down to it, and you find somebody that actually gives of themselves, sacrifices themselves, those are the people we should be electing to represent us, not people that are just in it for themselves, which really is probably everybody in Congress right now. I can't imagine. I can't. Man, I'll bet we're under 2% people that are there for the right reasons, that aren't in it for gain, not just monetary gain, but political gain, power. You know, it takes a certain personality to want to get there, right? A certain type of person that's able to do that. You know, maybe they need a change in personality. But the people that with the right personality to lead aren't the ones that actively go out and do this sort of thing. It's the person that doesn't want to be there that should be there. That's who we need in office, right? That's who we need as senators. People that don't want to be there, but that are there to serve those around them, and really not for gain. But nobody cares about that. Nobody pays attention. I don't care about that. I think the system is broken like that, and will it ever get better? No, because there will always be people that want power, and they'll be able to take advantage of the rest of us. People without the ability to make a change, without monetary ability to change their lives. Because the people with the money, Democrats, Republicans, they're all terrible people. Those people want to keep their money, keep their wealth, keep their comfortable lives, and make it seem to the rest of the world like they're serving us when they aren't. They just aren't. I don't get that impression with anybody. Very few people give me that impression. And for people that know how to read other people, it's as transparent as night and day. It's terrible. What a terrible world we live in these days, where we as a society feel powerless to change. like every day for me. I feel powerless to change. And I'm not the only one.